Alright guys, and welcome back to more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. And last time we just got done fighting Arcturus, which almost took an hour to just beat him. I think it took about 40 something minutes. Holy cow, that was a long ass fight. We were doing booty damage. We had to pretty much get to him while reduce the amount of damage we were taking getting to him, because he would use an all-out attack or an area of effect attack, which would hit everybody on the field, which was ridiculous. But we got through it. It felt impossible, but after all those times when we were attacking, I was like, no, there's got to be a story of it coming up, because there's no way I'm about to be doing 13 damage with Yamato's Dragon Stream this entire fight. And then out of nowhere, Mako just appeared. So I'm like, yeah, we won. Well, actually, we were still kind of like struggling for a bit. Then I brought in King Frost, which is a tyrant, and the tyrants are just so godlike against slow ass bosses like Arcturus, because what tyrants do, like after a while when you use like let's say King Frost, because he's a tyrant and he has tyranny, sure, you get MP back at the end of each skirmish, but also it slows down the opponent's ability to act. So basically it prolongs them, it keeps them from getting their turn for a while, and it's crazy because Yamato wasn't moving. He was just sitting there attacking all day with a tyrant, and this dude's turn kept going down and down and down and down. He didn't get a turn. He didn't get a turn because of King Frost, which is hilarious. So I think if I had to give any advice to anybody, I would say use a tyrant for that fight, because it helps so much. Like once you get to Arcturus, just pin him down with a freaking tyrant, and it's GG from there, But right now, we got a couple of events to view, and what we're gonna do is immediately view these story events. You and your companions gather at the command room.
There is a problem.
A problem? What problem? Did something happen?
Excuse me, I'm just moving my keyboard.
With Arcturus out of commission, the void should have ceased its spread. It has not.
What? Are you serious?
I'm afraid so. I've compared reports from multiple areas. The void is still closing in around us.
Oh man. Oh no.
The spread hasn't stopped near Osaka or Nagoya either. It has slowed down since we defeated Arcturus, but at best it only gives us a little more time.
But why? If the void isn't stopping, how much longer do we have?
It's difficult to get an exact number, but I'd say a day, maybe 2.
1 day? Why? We defeated the Triangulum. We did everything we could.
Something to do with those damn beasts stored in the lab, right?
Yeah. No, hold on. We haven't. We technically haven't defeated them. Huh? They're not destroyed. They're in Miyako's custody. Maybe that's why the void hasn't stopped.
That is a possibility. But we can verify that the attack against this data in the Akashic Record has ended. If their assault had not subsided, it would be gone by now.
So, where's that leave us?
It leaves us in a world that will soon be consumed by the void. That Miyako woman claimed the astrolabe was shut off. How does she know about its existence?
Maybe Psyduke told her.
That might explain why she knows about it. But that doesn't explain how she knows it will remain shut off after Arcturus' defeat. Most importantly, has the astrolabe actually ceased to function? Can we really trust her words?
She seemed very sure when she said it. Chief Miyako does not make claims like that lightly.
If her claims are true, then our situation is even more dire.
Yeah, this world has already been heavily damaged by the void. If we use the astrolabe to regress the world, we'd be able to invert that damage. But there's no chance of doing that if the astrolabe really is non-functional.
That was our plan.
We really need to find out what the hell she's doing.
Defeat Arcturus and return to the Akasha Stratum with Alcor to regress the world again. It would seem that now we need to reactivate the astrolabe somehow.
Reactivate it, huh? If we asked Psyduke, he might know something that could help. Unfortunately, Miyako still has him captive. And the Triangulum, too. It seems that girl is holding all the cards within her grasp.
We know that she has a plan, and that it involves sacrificing the 13 of us.
What do you think Chief Miyako's plotting?
To save the world? I don't know.
Chief Miyako does seem to know more than we do about the astrolabe and the Triangulum.
But she won't even tell us anything, which is dumb.
You think that perhaps she's using this knowledge to try and save the world?
I don't think she's a bad person either. She's been trying since the beginning to protect humanity from the Triangulum. And she did come to save us.
You're such a sucker. She's probably only been helping us because she needs us for her master plan.
There's too much we do not know at this time. Perhaps we should wait for her to contact us. I have other business to attend to anyhow.
Like having some fun?
I'm afraid there's no time for that sort of thing. I had planned on investigating how this world's gyps can control the Dragon Stream. It became quite apparent in the battle against Arcturus. My control over the Dragon Stream is much weaker in this world. As it stands, I am no match for Miyako Hotsuin. Odds are, we will need to face her one day, and I need to be prepared for it. For now, stay sharp, and keep your eyes on Miyako Hotsuin.
Don't worry,
Dismissed.
Yamato. We'll one-shot her like we one-shot at you in the previous world. Don't sweat it, bro. You all leave the command room. Alright. So we gotta prepare to fight a woman who can control the Dragon Stream. I ain't scared of that, girl. Alright, the dancer's distress. Yamato's returned. A home for us. The answer. So it looks like we got a lot of story events. Or not even story events, but just events that you can just naturally watch. Okay. So I guess what we're gonna do is watch the Chawanmushi smile with Jungo. Jungo is talking to Makoto, Otome, and Fumi.
Hey, you. We're testing Jungo's new Chawanmushi.
This squid one is actually really good. I can't believe you found squid at a time like this.
You actually put that in? I can't believe it's squid jello. Let's say, what's in it?
I used Hinako's Ikayaki Yokan. There was a whole squid in it, so I used that.
You made a dessert Chawanmushi too? It's pretty good, Jungo. I already feel the dopamine flood coming on. What flavoring did you use? Coffee? Ooh, perhaps green tea?
You actually put that in?
What do you mean?
I'm impressed. You made all this even with a food shortage. Well done. Girls like a guy that can cook.
I just took everybody's opinions and made a lot of improvements. I'm happy you like them.
Well then, can you make one out of this? Nobody else drinks this stuff, so there's a ton in the lab. There's no way I can finish all of them by myself.
This is the protein? It's theoretically the best, right? Yup, protein D.
Fumi? Isn't that...
Do you want some, Mako? It's the best. Well, theoretically the best.
I'll have to pass. Thanks, though.
Thank you, Fumi. I'll definitely use this.
Well, we've got work to do, so we'd better get going. This was really fun. Thanks, Jungo.
I've got crates full of miso bitan, so feel free to drop by if you need more. Bye.
using the leftovers to make something delicious. I think that's wonderful, Jungo. Keep it up.
The three ladies walk away.
I'm getting data from everybody. But I am still missing data from my small and cute friend. Irie is small and cute, but I already know what food she likes. I haven't met my kitty since we got our memories back. Remember? He was hurt, so we rescued him when we were fighting Polaris. You remember his name? That's right. I met everybody again, except for him. Do you think he hates me now?
I hope he'll come see you.
I think so too. I'll be waiting.
Jungo walks away. Jungo walks away. The answer, a handful of blessings, an awkward Makoto, the person I respect, Chanwan Mushi of joy. I guess we should follow up on that. Yamada Park. Jungo is surrounded by dogs and cats.
Look, I met my kitty again, and many new friends.
There's so many.
They're all his family. I'm having them test my chawanmushi. Do you like this one? Okay. How about this one? No? You don't like this one? Okay. It has room for improvement.
Little kitties are trying to climb up to Jungo's shoulder.
That tickles! It took a long time, but we finally met each other again. I'm very, very, very happy.
I'm glad, Jungo.
The same way I met you guys. I still met up with all of you, even though I didn't have my memories yet. That's because our bonds are strong. They last even between worlds. That's why I was able to meet him again. We couldn't meet earlier because I was busy fighting to protect important things. So now I'll do everything I can to protect him and this small happiness.
Jungo scratches Jungo's throat. What? You decided to leave Jungo there and walk away with Jungo. So confusing! But your boy Jungo leveled up, and that's all that matters. Alright. Yamato Return. I think we should definitely watch Yamato, but we'll watch it later. Right before. We'll watch that as the last event. And speaking of the last event, I think I should actually save the game, don't you think? I think what I'm gonna do now is actually watch something with EO. It's been a while, right? The answer. So let's watch this. Hinako and Irie are arguing, like always.
Miyako said she'd call. Relax, Ai. Let's just wait for her. You want to wait for the girl who captured Psyduke and locked him up to call? After all that sneaking about, all her plans and sub-plans, and she decides to come out and talk to us now? I'm not convinced. You don't get it. We should hear what she has to say first. Oh, why are you so stubborn, stupid Hina? What'd you call me? I don't have time to deal with children like you.
Whoa.
Stop this, both of you. Everybody just calm down. Being mean isn't gonna solve anything. So we're going to calm down and think this through carefully. I am calm. Fine, Io. What do you think about Miyako? You have to have an opinion this time. I think that I want us to understand each other. We don't need to fight. Now, I'm not 100% sure how that's gonna happen, but I know I'll come up with a way for sure. So you want to do nothing? Again? You got it wrong. Io isn't running from this. She's thinking it through. You're right, Io. We need to calm down and think. We weren't getting anywhere. We were just bickering like children. I'm sorry, Irie. Oh, we gotta have a real talk.
You're right. I'm sorry, Hinako. And I'm sorry, Io. Hey, Hina. Wanna find somewhere we can sit?
Yeah, I think a change of scenery would do us some good. Later, Io.
The girls wave to Io and leave the area.
Oh! I still don't know what Miss Miyako's thinking, but I can't keep worrying. I have to find a way for us all to understand one another. You know, Hinako and I fight all the time, but they always make up. I really want to make up with Miss Miyako. Hinako and I are really something else, huh?
They're honest with each other.
Mm-hmm. That's why they can make up so fast. They trust one another. Because they're honest, they can argue and bicker, but still be best friends, no matter what. For them, fighting is a way of getting closer. As long as they're sincere, they'll always be friends.
You should try that with Miyako.
Oh, I think I get it. If I'm honest with Miss Miyako, maybe we can understand each other.
Yes.
I've always thought that it's important for people to try and reach an understanding, to talk things over without fighting. And it's true, but also wrong. If I want people to really open up, to really try to connect and empathize, we can't be afraid to argue, to differ, even to fight. I want to be Miss Miyako's friend. If I have to fight her to be her friend, then so be it. I'll fight as hard as I can.
Come on, you think this is Naruto? You think you just beat people up and become friends?
Thank you. Because of you, I finally found the answer.
You've been watching too much of that Naruto anime. Because of you. Let's say we figured it out together.
We did. Thank you. Let's do our best. We have to make this the last fight.
Io leaves the area determined. Alright. And she leveled up. What? And she leveled up. What? And she leveled up. What? I said she leveled up! Alright, what the future holds. Let's watch it. You receive a call.
Hey, we're getting the transmission from Chief Miyako. Everyone's at the command center already, so you better hurry.
Call-ins. Alright. You find everyone already gathered in the command room.
Oh, there he is.
What up, Deitch?
Now that all of you are here, let's begin.
What up, Yami?
Okay, I'll patch her through.
What up, Fumi? Miyako's transmission begins.
Good evening to all of you in the Nagoya branch.
Do not bother with formalities. We have questions, and we want them answered. Tell me what you know about the astrolabe, and about Alcor. Where are you keeping him?
I have no obligation to answer that question. I will only say that he is safe for the time being.
Alright, that's good to hear. Any chance you'll just give him back?
No, that is something I simply cannot do.
Why?
Okay, back to the astrolabe then. You said its functions will remain shut down even after Arcturus' defeat. What did you mean?
I meant exactly what I said.
You ain't even gonna tell us how? You know this?
Even should you slay Arcturus, the astrolabe would not reactivate. This is because there is no rightful administrator.
Okay. There should be one.
Are you referring to Alcor? He is not an administrator.
Why the heck not? He took his place on the heavenly throne. Besides, he already managed to work the Akashic record so that we could regress the world.
He took
Twice.
his place? He took his place, but they said it was a her last time. What are they saying? Polaris is transgender? Okay, never mind.
He is insufficient to become an administrator. Therefore, he would not be capable of reactivating the astrolabe.
Then, how do we reactivate it?
If Arcturus had succeeded in taking the heavenly throne, that would have reactivated the astrolabe.
But Arcturus was trying to destroy mankind. We can't allow something like that to become administrator.
Yes, I agree. Allowing Arcturus control of the astrolabe would have been unthinkable. However, if we wish to restore the parts of this world that have been devoured by the void, we require the astrolabe.
Chief Miyako, you speak as if you have such means. Do you have another way to reactivate the astrolabe?
We need to create a true administrator, preferably one that won't attack mankind.
Create an administrator? Is that even possible?
It certainly is.
How?
My plan at its fruition will make Alcor into an administrator, with the right to sit upon the heavenly throne. To achieve that, I will require the cooperation of all 13 of you.
Did you lock up the Triangulum for the same reason? That's why the void's still spreading. Because you won't just destroy them.
I can see how you would come to that conclusion, but your speculation is just that. The void has not stopped because there is no administrator upon the heavenly throne. Its current spread is unrelated to the Triangulum, now that their functions have ceased. I have been keeping the Triangulum in a near-sleep state because I intend to make them swords.
Swords? Are you going to fight someone?
The swords are the servants of the administrator. They carry out its will. Polaris had the Septentrions, and Arcturus had Denebula and Spica. Alcor was not recognized as a legitimate administrator. He had no swords to command. If we repurpose the Triangulum to become his swords, he will truly be able to claim the title of administrator.
You can do that?
What about the 13 of us? What do we need?
Only if the 13 of you cooperate.
Now, when you keep saying cooperate, what does that entail exactly? I should probably tell you that I may have to sit out any strenuous activity this could involve.
I need all of you to become part of a device that will turn Alcor into the administrator.
Bruh.
Part of a device? What does that even mean?
Once you become one with the device, your consciousness will cease to be. All sensation, thought, and physical activity will be halted, and you will remain suspended in a state very close to death.
What? That's... Oh, man.
No way!
How long would we have to stay a part of this device?
Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
If you truly wish for peace, for all eternity.
This bitch.
Right. You're taking this joke way too far, Miyako-chan.
I am sorry to say this is no jest. There is no other way to save this world.
Why does it have to be them specifically?
Once you enter the device and Alcor becomes the rightful administrator, the astrolabe will reactivate. At that point, he will use the astrolabe to regress the world once more, returning it to a state before this destruction began. As long as Alcor remains administrator, there would be no threat from others, such as Polaris or Arcturus. There will be peace once and for all. And the only ones capable of fulfilling that role, becoming one with the device, are the 13 of you.
We're the only ones? Why?
It is the mandate of Providence.
What?
I am unsure how much you are aware of regarding the administrator and the astrolabe. But as the ones who defeated Polaris, only you have the right to activate it.
Because we have administrative authority.
Administrative authority? What's that?
I'll explain later.
Why was that in red? That was creepy. I hate when I see red text like that.
All you need to know for now is that the 13 of us are necessary to use the astrolabe again.
Yes, all 13 of your lives must be sacrificed for the reactivation of the astrolabe. And I too shall sacrifice myself to see this plan fulfilled.
You too? And why is that?
Because my existence in this world is unnatural.
What do you mean?
Now that my brother has returned to this world, I should not be. I am an anomalous existence. If I remain, there is a chance the astrolabe will not reactivate. In order to safeguard mankind, I must be sacrificed as well.
Miss Miyako, you're okay with that?
Okay, obviously there's another way.
How can you speak of sacrificing yourself without hesitation, without fear?
It is because I am Miyako Hotsuin. I am humanity's guardian and shield, the head of the Hotsuin family.
And I'm only 17 years old.
It is not only for the sake of my duty. I wish to protect humanity. I wish to see them live in peace and prosper. We all know someone whom we wish to protect. Friends, family.
I am fictionally perfect.
Please, you must understand.
But even if it is to save humanity,
Like I said, I am fictionally perfect.
it shouldn't require a sacrifice. It shouldn't come at such a cost. Miss Miyako, just as you hold humanity dear to your heart, there are many who hold you dear the same way.
You're so strange. Most people would be angry or in denial with all this talk. Yet, it seems as though you are more concerned for my well-being than your own.
Of course we don't want to die, but we don't want anyone else to have to die either. Which is why we don't want you to sacrifice yourself. We will do everything we can to stop it.
Alas, there is no other way to save this world. My plan will ensure the most lives saved for a small sacrifice. I wish to protect the people of this world. And I believe in you. I know that you will come to understand me and agree. I will contact you tomorrow morning to hear your answer. Farewell.
Hold on. How do we know you're telling the truth about any of this? We want to talk to Psyduke.
You will just have to trust in me. It is all I can ask of you.
The transmission ends.
So, to save the world, we have to die.
This is way too big of a decision to make right now. And besides, we don't know if we trust what Miyako-chan has to say on the subject, yeah?
At least her explanation of the Triangulum makes sense.
I knew he was gonna say that.
If Falcor were not a rightful administrator, it does stand to reason that Arcturus would appear to replace him. I feel there is a great deal of truth in what she told us just now.
Then, if we don't do what Miyako-chan says, we won't be able to use the astrolabe. Ever. The world will just end up swallowed by the void, and we're finished.
I suppose we should agree on our answer by tomorrow morning, then. You are all dismissed. Try to get some sleep.
Bruh, ain't nobody getting sleep tonight. The command room empties in a contemplative silence.